On the run from inside swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Trying play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Boise State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Dropping back, it's Willis. Flushed out of the pocket. Wiggles free. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Boise State.
And the Broncos decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped. We know the way to San Jose, heart of the Silicon Valley and home to the San Jose State Spartans. And anticipation has been high all week for this one. The Broncos will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the San Jose State Spartans offense takes the field. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. That swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the Boise State Broncos offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Grab behind the line. It's Suarez. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. On second down, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And the Broncos are rolling down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. Oh, look out. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
They'll leave it with him. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Red pass is complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be dragged down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Walters. At the 35, he's open. Off he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Willis. Flushed out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
7. San Jose State, 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On second down, he's looking downfield. He'll pull it down. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense. Did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about you?
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win.
It's a catch. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward.
He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Back to pass, it's Willis. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Memphis was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Bluff City. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Going up top on first down. Fires and picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to the big tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Handoff to the single back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall that just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Nice move to pick up yardage. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Spartans are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
He finds his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. From the gun. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, and the last one.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Shoots it to the left. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his man down the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking for a man on second down. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Spartans!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from his own end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He fires one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
He'll take the deep shot. Snags it on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Willis. Coming after him. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Broncos! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And the Spartans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under could have been worse. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Spartans are in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try the middle. It's a fumble on the play. Scoops it up, still a live ball. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense set on 1st down.
325.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Luna. And they swarm him under. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He caught it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Spartans line it up with a 1st and goal. The defense gets him down at the 1. 2nd and goal for this offense. They're going to throw it again. Makes the catch. Touchdown, San Jose State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Gathering up a head of steam out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They get to him as he throws. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Taylor, when you come out of your own end zone, just shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
24, Boise State, 17.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. That's caught. It's Suarez. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He tries to take the top off. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Spartans are threatening in the red zone.
Knocking on the door, offense now in the red zone.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. Wants to throw. It's Willis. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Dances away from the heat. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Broncos want to move quickly. On second down, wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And now on second down for this offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Moving away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown Broncos! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. San Jose State, 31. Boise State, 24.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
On second down, looking again to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's going to pass. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The give as they work on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Calling a timeout here, you have to about. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.